Hello students, today we are going to talk a very important topic, the AC current flowing through LCR circuit, and for that situation what will be the impedance of this circuit and what will be the phase difference between the resultant potential difference across the circuit and the current flowing through the circuit. We shall also talk about some special situation which is known as resonance, and then we will talk about the frequency of the resonance, that frequency which satisfies the condition of resonance. So let us start today. Now this is very important and this has great many applications in our day-to-day life. Well, we have assumed that inductance, coil, capacitor and resistance all are placed in series in a circuit, and some alternating EMF E is equal to E0 sin omega t is applied in the circuit, assuming that the epoch of the applied alternating EMF is 0. For the sake of simplicity we have done this. Well, when you see in this figure, we assume that some I current flows through the circuit and we call it I series. Because this is a series circuit, we have named it like that, and we will see the different type of circuit which we will having some time later, and therefore we will name it something differently. Here when you see, if you can recall the situation that the current and voltage relationship, phase relationship between the current and voltage for purely inductive coil is, what is the relation between them? You see the inductive current lags EMF, while for the capacitor, we purely capacitive circuit, we have seen that the capacitive current leads applied EMF. Now at the same time we must also remember that since it is a series circuit, same current should flow through each of the components. It is not that the current will change its phase while moving from one to another component of the circuit, and therefore we can restate the same statement for phase relationship between voltage and current for inductance coil, and current and phase relationship between current and voltage for capacitive circuits, and current and voltage relationship for resistive circuits. In case of resistive circuit, purely resistive circuit, we have seen that both current and voltage both are in same phase. Now here you see, if we also assume further that the potential drop across the inductance coil is greater in magnitude with respect to the potential drop across the capacitor. This is for the sake of our convenience. Then now we are in a position to proceed to understand what is the phasor diagram. Now if we have stated that the current IL lags EMF in the inductance coil, that statement can be restated as current IL lags EMF can be restated as EMF leads current IL. And in the phasor diagram you see, if the same current is flowing through the each component, so we are drawing it along the x-axis. We are taking the current, the phase of current, to be drawn along the x-axis, and in that situation the current in the inductance coil is lagging EMF by 90 degrees. That means the statement is reversed. Now we say that EMF, that is voltage, is leading current in inductance coil, and so we are mentioning it by VL. VL is leading the current is along x-axis, so VL is represented along positive y-axis because it is leading the current by 90 degree. So here we have drawn it like this, And again we talk about capacitive circuit. Current in capacitor leads EMF by 90 degree. This statement is could be restated as voltage in capacitive circuit lags capacitive current by 90 degree. And so you see, for taking anti-clockwise motion as positive, so here you see we are taking the potential drop across the capacitor, that is represented by Vc, is lagging behind the current. Current is along positive x-axis, is lagging behind the current by 90 degree. And so Vc is lagging by 90 degree and VL is leading by 90 degree. Now both are in opposite phase. VL and Vc are in opposite phase, so we can simply have their difference. The algebraic difference will give us the net voltage along the y-axis, and since we have taken that VL is greater than Vc, we are left with some value along positive y-axis, means VL minus Vc is along y-axis, the net potential drop along y-axis, and potential drop across the resistance will remain along the direction of current, will remain in phase with the current, because phase relationship for purely resistive circuit is 0, means current and voltage both are in same phase. So potential drop across resistance will be represented by positive x-axis, and potential drop together for inductance and capacitance taken together is here in this case represented along positive y-axis by a magnitude VL minus Vc. So if we have two components, two vector quantities, we know how to find the resultant of these two. If we have one component, say A and B, we find the resultant of these two vectors and we have found the magnitude. You can also look it as a right angle triangle. You see, for right angle triangle, hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So we can write the net potential drop across the LCR circuit will be, say we call it VLCR series, will be VL minus Vc within bracket whole square A square plus VR whole square D square whole under root. Because they are at 90 degrees, so we can have this using the Pythagoras theorem also. So the resultant voltage will be VL minus Vc whole square plus VR square whole under root. And for VL we can write XL into I, and for Vc we can write XC into I. So we are having this expression, plus for VR we can write R into I series, and therefore if we take I series common of these things and take it on left hand side, we get the impedance, which is equal to net voltage divided by current in the circuit, and that is impedance. Impedance will be equal to I series taken common and taken on the left hand side, so we are having impedance is equal to omega L minus 1 by omega C within bracket whole square plus R square whole under root. So this is the expression for impedance for LCR series circuit. It is very important relation, you must always remember it. Well students, you will find great many applications, especially in the equipments of electronics. You will see it has great applications, and day-to-day life. In day-to-day life we have these things applied very frequently. Now here we have taken that VL is greater than Vc and VL is leading Vc by 180 degree. Therefore the net potential difference, the net potential will lead the current by some angle phi, and how we can get the value of phi from this triangle POA. You can have tan phi equal to PA, that is BO, that is VL minus VC, divided by OA, that is VR. So for PA we write VL minus VC divided by VR for OA, and when you put the value in the terms of current and reactance, current in the numerator and denominator cancel each other, because VL is XL into I, VC is XC into I, VR is R into I. So R in the numerator and denominator cancel each other, and therefore we are left with tan phi is equal to XL minus XC upon R. Now for XL we have omega L, for XC we have 1 by omega C, and that divided by R. On further simplifying the expression, you get omega square LC minus 1 divided by omega C square. Well, these are the different expressions, different formats of the same value tan phi, where phi is what? Phi is the phase difference between the net potential drop in the circuit, phase difference between the net potential drop in the circuit with the current flowing in the circuit for series combination. Now we consider a case which is known as case of resonance. What is it? If we take XL is equal to XC, means omega RL is equal to 1 by omega RC. Well, why we are writing omega R? R refers to the name given to such situation is resonance. So R refers to resonance, and so omega RL equal to 1 by omega RC. Here you see the impedance for LCR circuit in this case of resonance will become minimum. Why it becomes minimum? You can look into the expression for it. Impedance is equal to XL minus XC, because this term XL is equal to XC, so this term vanishes and we are left with under root R square, that means equal to R. So the impedance of the circuit becomes minimum, and if the impedance becomes minimum, the current in the circuit will be maximum for the case of resonance. Impedance will be minimum equal to R resistance in the circuit, and also the voltage and current will be in the same phase, because in this case VL minus VC vanishes, so potential drop will be only across the net potential drop will only exist across the resistance. The potential drop across VL and potential drop across C together cancel, so we are left with only the net potential drop across the resistance, and since the potential drop across the resistance is in same phase with the current, and therefore in this case of resonance the phase difference between voltage and current becomes 0, and so the resonant frequency we can find using this relation omega RL is equal to 1 by omega RC. So we get omega R square is equal to 1 by under root L 1 by LC, and so we can write omega square R equal to 1 by LC, and therefore we have omega R equal to 1 by under root LC. Resonating angular speed is 1 by under root LC, and if we write omega in terms of frequency, we get omega is equal to 2 pi nu, and therefore nu R resonating frequency equal to 1 by 2 pi 1 by under root LC. So these are the important relations we have derived for LCR series circuit. I hope you all have understood it, and I request you to go through this phasor diagram, try to understand every aspect and details so that you feel comfortable with this topic. Thank you and have a nice day.